had the demographics for the United States and Brazil. The team leader was Ryan Sherman. For Brazil, it was Leticia Fernandez. The team was made up of Christy Lyons, Mariah Mack, Carintha Grant, Bruno Medina, Fernando Silva, and Ivan Galter. Our mission statement was active participation by all team members will provide a clear focus and effectiveness to understand the demographics of both the United States and Brazil. Team members should contribute their thoughts and ideas to the best of their ability. The importance of creating working and personal relationships, supporting each other, communicating freely, and helping each other when in need will build strength within our group, a good sense of teamwork, and help us develop an entrepreneurial spirit.
So stereotypes of the United States and Brazil. For the United States, we said Americans are the fattest and the laziest people in the world. They are uneducated, they're arrogant, selfish, violent, materialistic, and racist. Americans are destroying the planet. We stick our noses where it doesn't belong. For our stereotypes of Brazil, we said it's a poor country, the men are violent, have no respect for the woman, all Brazilians are tan, Brazilians speak Spanish, Brazilian women are easy and fake, they dream about coming to America, and it's the most violent nation in the world. For them, they said we were obese, addicted to fast food and plastic, mainly silicone implants and surgery. Americans are arrogant and direct. Americans love war with other countries. We're patriotic and think the world of America is theirs. They said that they all have sculptural bodies. All women are beautiful and have beautiful bodies, and all use bikini thongs. Brazilians are well, receptive, happy people, and they love to party. Everything is cause for celebration. Brazilians are addicted to football. All live on the beach, have a habit of being late. Brazilian way, too many criminals and thieves.
So the question is, what are the characteristics of Brazil and the U.S. population in terms of age and gender? And for the most part, out in the elder generation, they're the same. And then in the United States, we have more of a population between like the 50s and the 30s, whereas theirs kind of goes down on levels, and most of their population is below 30. And they're both pretty equal, male and female.
So where are those numbers? I can't quite make out what that graph is saying.
Which one?
They're like the age groups is in the middle, and then male is blue and female is red, and it's population in millions.
And it starts with the youngest group down at the bottom, and
The youngest group is down here, and the oldest is up here.
Okay, so you're saying that they have a younger population that's the big
most
bulk
of their
down there?
most of their population's like under 34.
And then what's that big bulge that we have? Is that like baby boomers?
Yeah, that's our baby boomer generation.
How old is that? I can't see those numbers.
That is from like 60 to 40.
Okay, all right, good.
And that's our most population is there, whereas theirs is under 30. They have a lot more younger.
So that's real good stuff to know when you're marketing products in Brazil or the U.S., right?
So what are the characteristics of Brazil and the U.S. population in themes of ethnicity? Surprisingly, the United States has a lot more ethnic groups than Brazil. The white population in the United States is a lot larger than Brazil, but they're, how do you say that? Mulatto? They have a lot more of mulatto, which is a mix of white and black, their population, which is 38.5%. For us, that is dramatic. We don't really have a statistic for that. We couldn't really find one. But then again, this is all from 2012 because that was the latest we could get. We also have American Indians and Alaskan Natives at 1.2%. For Brazil, There's no really exact natives we could find anything like that for them, but we were able to find other ethnicities, including like Japanese, Arabian, and what's this say? Arabian?
American Indian.
Thank you. Asians alone percentage is 5.1. Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Island people are 0.2. Two or more percent is 2.4. Hispanic Latinos are 16.9, and white alone, no Hispanic or Latino percentage is 63%.
But, just back up there, what,
It just
so
doesn't.
what's the difference between the last one and the first one?
The last one, the first one?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Like, see how you have white alone is percent at 77.9
Well, the majority of Brazilians are white.
No.
on the United States side.
Oh.
The first one says white alone.
I don't know. That was just in there.
It was part
I
of
just-
it was part of the whole thing we found online. We actually discussed what it actually meant, and I decided personally to put it in because it was there, and I'm still trying to understand why the difference is. I think they're counting that like white alone percentage, like
Like skin color, just
yes,
white,
skin
no
color,
ethnicity.
and then there's the other, which is no other ethnicity inside, and just pure like.
So basically, the first one includes the Hispanics or Latinos, and the second one doesn't, right? It's just okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Like one is Eastern European, and the other is mixed and with more Eastern European.
Okay, so the first one just compared on color, basically
That's
skin
basically
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
what we determined.
Okay. So the characteristics of Brazil and the U.S. In population in terms of income is last year in the U.S. the annual median household income was $51,017. So our income ranges the highest age group at 45 to 54 years being 66,411. The youngest is 15 to 24 years old, which is 30,604. In Brazil, their income ranges yearly and annual income are 10,000 to 45,000. So they're really on the lower spectrum of yearly incomes compared to U.S.
Do you have their average? Is that the next slide?
And their average is like 45,000 a year.
Versus 51,000 here?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
51,000 here.
What are characteristics of Brazil and the U.S. population in terms of growth? The U.S. population increased from 308.7 million in 2010 to a lot.
321 million.
321.6, in 2013. Brazilian population has been growing rapidly from 190.7 million in 2010 to 206 million in 2013. This shows the years and how the population has changed. And then this is like the U.S. chart.
And that's the chart is for the U.S. or for Brazil?
Brazil.
Okay.
Everything like on our slides like this
That's
side
what.
is U.S. and then that side's Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought
And
it
it
makes life a lot
says
easier
US,
to understand what's
Yeah.
what and where's where.
Okay.
What are the characteristics of Brazil and the U.S. population in terms of space distribution? The United States area total is a little bit higher. It's 9,826,675 square kilometers, whereas Brazil is 8,514,877 square kilometers. And water is dramatically different, whereas we have 496,000, they only have 55,000. and the land's a little different, going from 9 million to 8 million. But land and the total area are almost the same. The only thing really different is the water, because we're surrounded more by water, whereas they're in the continent.
So what are the main demographic differences between Brazil and the U.S.? Our Human Development Index shows that we are at 0.95 when they are at 0.807. The GDP per capita is 50,700 US, and theirs is 12,100 US, which is, if you notice, is dramatic. It's a huge difference. Corruption percentage is surprisingly high in the US at 7.3, and Brazil is a 3.5, which sort of makes sense if you think about it through population. It actually, if you think about it through population, they're less if we have more people, and it would actually almost even out if you cut the population to theirs. The percentage of women in parliament, we have 16.6%, and they have 9.4%. And our wealthiest citizen is Bill Gates, which is around $40 billion, and theirs is Yike? Terrible pronouncing names.
Eek Batista. Eek Batista.
Thank you. Eek Batista, which is 7.5 billion US. The unemployment rate for us right now is 8.1%, while theirs is 5.5%. Here, the death penalty is legal. However, there they abolished it only for special circumstances. Though, will they bring it back? So basically, if someone it'd be like if they had a 9/11 event, they would bring the death penalty back, or something like that.
So the demographic aspects that affect business are income. For example, high-end products may appeal to people with higher incomes, where people with lower incomes may be more sensitive to price and may prefer purchasing discount products. Age is another element where younger people under 35 are more often, they purchase more like high-tech products like cell phones, electronic books, and video games. The geographic region, people often prefer certain food and drink flavors in certain markets. Companies that sell the flavors consumers desire in various areas are more likely to profit. Those who do not offer those flavors may risk losing customers to other competitors.
What kind of product services are particularly well matched with Brazilian and American demographic characteristics? Shopping malls, outlets, hypermarkets, supermarkets, and convenience stores have been designed to fit profile of the relevant customer, regardless of whether the consumer profile is of high or low consumption, quality, service, for price-oriented, or attracted to branded or private labels. In most developed cities, it is possible to find places that best meets these characteristics. Many of these places are designed to offer a wide range of services, for example, restaurants, coffee shops, fitness centers, beauty parlors, shoe repair, post office, bank services, and dry cleaners, among others, are as to provide entertainment with cinemas, cyber cafes, and playing areas for children. The Brazilian consumers distinguish products by brand, associating them with concepts of high quality, trust, loyalty, and status, as do Americans. The Brazilian consumer market has plenty of examples of local or international brands that have historically maintained a significant market share. So like they like things that are like more related to them, like Walmart didn't succeed there because it was a big monopolized business.
Our successful product is the Coca-Cola, and they have the brand with you see the bottle and you know it's Coca-Cola. There's no other soda that has the same type of old-fashioned bottle as Coca-Cola. and it was very successful here.
There's the slide. The next slide tells you about it.
Okay. The trademark, which is the bottle, is recognized by 94% of the Earth's population and is the second most universal understood phrase after okay. Coca-Cola has been successful due to its large marketing model with unique advertising techniques that have captured an audience far and wide. They were one of the first companies to offer a gimmick with their product, and they moved from being a single core product to a total beverage company offering new products such as Diet Coke, Sprite, and Fanta. And it has set out to become the world's #1 consumer marketing company, taking clear actions to differentiate their products.
Alright, so our failed product was the Zune from Microsoft. Zune was created in hopes of taking the whole prospect of music being a social experience. The idea was to share 3 tracks per day from Zune to a Zune device, a social graph of music, etc. The focus was too much on hardware sales and promotion than executing a social front. The product failed because they tried to differentiate from Apple's iTunes and the iPod, which they really shouldn't have, because it was really a toned down version of the iPod. But they didn't work hard enough on the execution of the differentiations. Microsoft is weak on the web and weak when it comes to networks, Xbox Live being an exception. They tried to build a product which was meant to be social on a weak online identity system like Live ID. It is obvious that the product will never gather steam. And I believe it was in 2009 or 2008 they stopped making them. Something around there, I think.
So those last two, were you talking about
That was the
Brazil or the
US.
US?
That was the U.S.
Okay.
The next is Brazil's.
And this is what Brazil picked. They picked the Wii video game console. Launch date was November 26, 2013. The reason for failure was delay in launch of titles. And then the successful product, they picked the PlayStation 4 from Sony Computer Entertainment. Date launched was November 29, 2013. Reason for success, quick connect and quality.
Which this just happened, but there's now PlayStation 4 is actually dropping dramatically in sales right now because they're having constant problems with connection issues, frame rate issues, having controllers disconnect and reconnect, headsets not working, and the Wii U is slowly but beginning to actually gain steam because now they have products, and now EA finally agreed on a deal to work with Nintendo to actually build video games for the console.
This is all in Brazil you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all